Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today, as you can see, this is our makeup of the day. We're gonna play around with these new Chanel eyeshadow quad. They're Ombré Essentielle. These are the new Chanel just single shadow. It is 18-month shelf life, made in France, and it has 2.2 grams of products. I got two different shades. This is the 232 Lila Poudre. It's a matte. While I also got the topper, which is 220 Blanc Pearl, and it's a satin finish. These retails for $40 each. And I believe they have about 14 shades that you can pick from. All the shades are so beautiful, and they have a variety of finish. But this is a two that I picked because the purple, I definitely was looking for a purple, and I picked up the top shade because I thought it was really different than what they usually have. So that's why I picked these two up. Let's go to the makeup demonstration. Let's start off our makeup with the usual suspect. My Tower 28 in the color Mulholland. This is my Ride or Die tinted sunscreen. This is my Hourglass concealer brush. You guys know the drill. I'm gonna now set my tinted sunscreen with the Westman Atelier Vital Press Skincare in the color creme. You know, the usual. To set my powder, I'm gonna go in with the Sephora Pro Highlight 98. Powder's done. I'm just gonna curl my lashes. I need to look a little bit more awake. For bronzer, I'm just gonna use my Hourglass Leopard palette. Oh, and this brush is the Sephora Pro Powder Brush number 59. Let's do the eye look now, and I'm so excited. So these are the two colors in the sunlight. The beautiful glistening. I'm gonna start off with my Tom Ford, number 13. This is gonna be my all over my lid on both sides. Going in again, I want to build up the purple shade. I go in very lightly, so because I rather build up than have it too dark or it doesn't look the way I like. Now the other side. What I'm thinking about today's look is that I'm just going to use this 2 shade only for eyes, and then as well as cheeks and highlighter as well. So I really want to see how far, how far can I take these products as a multitaskers. That's what I plan on doing today. So our main color is done. I'm just taking a Sephora Pro Crease 27, and I'm just blending out the lines just to make everything, just to clean up. Oh, you know what? I totally forgot. I didn't even do my brow. Let me do that quickly. If I don't do it early in the makeup process, I usually forget about it because I'm trying to regrow my brows or still let it grow. You know, the 90s, I did not make good brows decisions, let's just say. I like this product because it just keeps my brows setting up, but in a natural way, and it doesn't leave any, little crust, or it doesn't get hard. I like it. I'm going in with the Sephora Pro 15 brush. It's a tiny little brush, and we're gonna go in with the white shade. And what I'm gonna do is I am going to put it in the corner of the eyes. And a little bit in the inner corner here. Do you see the pink shift? This brush is really good because considering how small my face is, it fits quite well. So I can only imagine if somebody is a little bit bigger than me, this brush would be so good for them. Can you see it looks white, but then when it goes on your skin, it's this pink shift kind of color. I'm also going to put it in the center here to give it some light. Oh, so beautiful. And then whatever I have left on the brush, I just put it on my brow bone to enhance it even more. And then I'm gonna go back with the purple, and I'm just using the Chanel eyeliner brush. It's a little bit of kickback and fall out. But what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to line my eyes in place of an eyeliner. I'm just going to go in with a eyeliner. So I'll be right back. Okay, so eyeliner is on, and I also put a layer of the Hourglass Unlock mascara. Now we are ready for some blush. As I mentioned, I kind of want to use this as a blush, so it can ties in with the eyeshadow too, but I also want to see if this can be a multitasker as well. And then the other blush I was thinking of using is this Dior 933 Pastel Glow. I want to use that lilac shade there as a blush as well. So I want to use one side of Chanel, one side Dior over here, just the blush. I just want to see how these looks as blushes, because I want a purple blush, but I haven't found one that I like, and I'm hoping that these two, will be able to give me that my craving for purple blushes, and as well as I can use these eyeshadows in more than one way. So let's try that. I'm gonna go in first with the Chanel blush, and this brush is pretty small, so it fits in the pan perfectly. Ooh, you can see kickback. So that is the first layer. I'm gonna go in with another layer. Why not? And then I usually just take this straighter edge just to blend. So this is 2 coat of this Chanel eyeshadow blush. What do we think? Do we like the blush? If you don't like the purple blush, but you like to give that, cool tone purple blush tint to it, like the Dior Pink Lilac, you can always apply a pink blush, and then you can top up with this, or you can mix them in together to give that purple, because I feel like purple really wakes you up, perks up your skin. So that's what I would do too. But I just wanted to see if this alone can carry itself as a blush. But I will try the other one where I do a pink and then mix this on top, because I want a nice purple blush, but I haven't really found one that I like yet. So there is that 2 layers. It's definitely a purple blush. Now I'm going in with the Dior and the BK Beauty brush. And this brush is also quite small, so therefore it fits this eyeshadow pan perfectly as well. I know this eyeshadow is very lightly pigmented, so we might have to go an extra layer just to even out, on both sides. This one is a satin eyeshadow, so it has its built-in shine and sheen to it already, versus the Chanel is a matte. So that's what I would expect. I would expect more of a sheen and more shine from this one. If we don't like these, we can always take it out, take it off. It's just makeup. So here is one layer of this eyeshadow as a blush. Like I thought, this one, because it's such a lightly pigmented shadow, I would need a second layer, versus this one is more pigmented. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in with another layer. The sun is going in and out, so hopefully you're able to see the color translated. So what do we think about this purple blush? Now onto highlighter, and we are going to use this Blanc Pearl as a highlighter. I'm going to try first with my Chikuhodo highlight brush to see if it shows up, and if it doesn't, then we'll just use a different brush. There you go. So I want to see if this, can be eyeshadow as well as blush. Perhaps it'll be good for traveling because it's a multitasker. And now the other side. Oh, I know the Dior one has a shine to it already, but there is nothing wrong with more shine. So I don't know if you are interested in swatches, but we can definitely swatch. And the second layer of this purple shade. And we're gonna swatch this Blanc Pearl. And second layer of this Blanc Pearl. I'm just going with the third layer since it's so light. It's a white pearl with pink shift to it. This other Chanel Quad, the Rivage palette, it has the white. I want to see if this white is similar or not. The single shadow feels very soft to the touch. This one is a little bit harder. And it seems more the second layer of the topper in the Rivage palette. It's definitely a topper. It's very lightly, it's very loose pressed. But it's not the same. This Dior purple shade is not the same, but I will swatch it anyways. So this is the Dior. It's definitely more of a sheen to it versus the Chanel. And then the Jellyfish palette from Hourglass. I just want to see this highlighter from the Jellyfish palette would look compared to the other one. No, it's really white. And the last white that I have is the Chanel highlighter, but I know it's definitely not going to be the same as the Blanc because the Blanc Pearl is pink shift to it and this is a blue shift to it. But I will swatch it just for fun. And this is the Ocean highlighter. So this is the Dior, this is the Chanel Lila Poudre, this is the Blanc Pearl, and then this is the topper shade in the Ravage palette, and then this is the Jellyfish highlighter called Opal, and this is the Ocean highlighter. Now I know that some are highlighters and some are eyeshadow, but I just wanted to see if there anything similar to this Blanc one. But nope, this Blanc Pearl seems very special of a shade. I hope that's helpful to you. So these are the shade once again in the light. And since this is a very soft, ethereal kind of look, I'm just gonna add 722 Chanel gloss just to give me shine. Okay, so there is my makeup of the day. It's very beautiful, soft kind of color. Hi everyone, it's Kelly here. I just want to do an update and showcase how this makeup has held up. I did it this morning at 8:30 and it is now 2 o'clock. So you know, not that far, it's like 4 hours, but it is 80 degrees heat, so hot. I went out for a walk and I'm sweating. And anyways, just want to see what the makeup looks like. The blush still looks good. You can still see the hint of purple and the eyeshadow is good. So yeah, I did not use primers or anything, so this is how it's held up. It's so hot. Anyways, I hope this is helpful to you. So my thoughts on these Chanel eyeshadow, I think they are beautiful. I think that it doesn't matter if it's matte or if it's a satin, they both work very beautifully. Color is true to color. I love that. For the Blanc Pearl, it's such a deceiving color, you know. It gives you this white shine, but if you look closer, there's a pink shift to it. So it's such a chameleon. This one does not have any kickback. The fact that these two are easy to work with, they are true to the color, saturated, and blends beautifully, and I can use it in a multitude of ways. I think that is pretty good for the money. So these single eyeshadow are 2.2 grams per 40, and for an example, the Chanel Ravage palette is 2 grams, and this was $68. This one you get more, but it costs less than an actual quad. The only difference is you're limited to one shade, as opposed to a quad you have, you know, a variety of shades to pick from. I think it's just a personal choice what you want and how much of the products what you use. It's really what's important. Does anybody think that this shade should have came out with the Mermaid, the spring collection, the Mermaid Coral Treasure eyeshadow? Because this has a shift of that pink. This would have matched that Coral Treasure eyeshadow quad so nicely. I hope you've enjoyed the video and I hope you've enjoyed experimenting with me, and until the next video, bye everyone.